Nellie's jealous. Our Nellie's jealous.
Our jelly is not Nella's. Look her over. Climb every mountain. Oh, lovely hand. She has it off.
Well.
How do you know? Have you caught her red-handed?
He's talking to a woman. She's put her arm through his and they're walking away.
That's good.
Ooh, aren't women awful?
Miss
Moore.
Any relation to don't have any more, Mrs.
Hello there everyone and welcome to the video. My name's SerenitySoloREACTS and here we are with Dearest and Dearest Series 1 Episode 4. We are now into the final half of Series 1. It will take a break after the last episode, but it will come back at some point. The days should have changed now, so I don't know exactly how these shows are going to work right now. I was waiting for them to change before they put some full planning into it. I put a bit of planning into it, obviously, before making the changes. But I need to see what they're like, you know, not how shows are doing by viewerships, but how shows are being planned by me before I can make a full planning schedule on it. But yes, I am enjoying this show. It's been really good. The last one did take a bit of a slow burn to get funny, but it did get funny in the end. Well, not in the end, by the end of the first half. And I really enjoyed it. It's not letting me down. This is on par with Bless This House, but it's a different kind of comedy. So, if you've subscribed or followed to me already, thank you ever so much. I really, really love you for doing so, I honestly do. And to my Patreon members will get exclusive access to shows that can't get on YouTube or Dailymotion, and early access and uncensored access to all shows that can get on YouTube and Dailymotion by at least a month. It is you that is bringing the content to me to allow me to bring the content straight back to you. Thank you all ever so much. I love you lots no matter what tier you are. I'm trying to shorten these intros down to less than 2 minutes, so let's get on with the show. I am sorry about the high-pitched noise. I do hope it disappears over the next series. It seems like it's going to stay on this series now. It's been on the last 3 episodes. I'm guessing it's the camera that they used at the time. I know I need new headphones because you can see the padding, it's completely falling apart. Can't afford them yet. I've just bought a hard drive, DVD drive for the DVDs. And memory card.
The Duke of Edinburgh. Stan, I asked you to look like a commissionaire, not bloody Major Barbara.
I don't know what that is.
Hey, well, I had this in my home guard jacket, but I keep my horse warm with that.
I've got a dozen birds coming in here this morning. They've not come here to be saved. We'll have that off for a start.
Hey, I wonder what you and Ellie think about you taking on the secretary behind her back.
What the hell's he got to do
Well,
here?
she doesn't know.
I'm gaffer, aren't I?
Ah, when she's away.
Ah, well, by the time she's finished with my anti-mate, Cleveley's, they'll be too late to do nothing about it, won't they? I'll have a real secretary in here doing everything for me. And typing as well.
No, my glasses are
So you
thinner
can
than
start showing them in. Let's have the info on the first little nympho.
She's called Miss Lavia.
Oh, La Belle Française, eh? A Danish bit. Now, look here. When they come in, like, when they start showing the talent in, would you mind not calling me young Eli?
Oh?
No, call me something like, well, anything you like Sir.
Righto, Sir Young Eli.
Ah. Won't you sit down, Miss Lavia? Are you comfortable? Good. Have an Harry Rag.
Would she smoke cigars?
Like a light, would you? There you go. Right, now, Miss Lavia, would you like to come and sit over here? I've got something I'd like you to take down. Come in, Commissioner. Come in, Miss Lavia. I'm very pleased to...
Well...
I've been followed with a fella. All the way from Cleveley's. On the bus. I could feel his hot breath on my neck. And he was 4 seats behind me. Still there. He nearly had me at the corner of Brick Street. I caught my foot in a nick.
Did you want to put an advert in paper, Miss Pledge?
You what?
Did you want to put an advert in paper?
Oh, yes, I want to put one in his smalls. In memorandum.
In memorial.
Yeah. Hey, there's a woman, another one there. He's talking to a woman. She's put her arm through his and they're walking away.
That's good.
Ooh, aren't women awful? Ooh.
What advert did you want to put in? Your Eli's
Secretary?
already been in.
Has he? What's he been up to then while I've been away?
Situation's vacant.
What? In our factory?
Yes.
Opportunity knocks. Young vital pickle magnet seeks personal private secretary opposite sex, naturally, with view to see how it goes. But he'll need a box, something more than a box when I get hold of him, and it'll have a lid on, I'll tell you.
You've forgotten your in memoriam.
I'm
What
afraid
did you want
you're
that for?
not quite what I'm looking for.
Why not?
Well, I mean, you don't speak Hindustani, do you, for a start?
What?
But the advertisement didn't say anything about Hindustani.
Oh, we have to have Hindustani. I mean, we've got customers in every corner of Europe. Yes, I mean, I can't hang around while you look up the Hindustani for Piccadilly, can I? No. You run along. You run along and work on it. And come back, will you? That's the idea.
I used to
In
like
about
the
40
glowing.
years' time.
I used to like the glowing Piccadilly.
What's a right chamber of horrors? I wonder who's next on the Miss Slaggy competition. Aye, the winner, Miss Slaggy, 1968.
Who do you think you are? Patrick Tidemark? Sykes, sitting there like a big business typhoon? And what's all this language, eh? Eli Pledge, FERPS.
F-R-P-S.
Thank you.
Fellow of the Royal Picklers Society.
Well, you're not a member of that.
I am. I'm the first.
Eli Pledge. To what depths are you going to sink?
I thought you were in the Auntie May in Cleveland having a freak out.
Well, I had to come away, so I went.
Why?
Well, she dropped dead last night.
Oh, that's why.
Oh, what a shame. Well, there's my holidays gone for a bloody Burton.
How big are those cigars?
Oh, she were gone before she knew we were going. And I nearly caught up with her, too, when I found out what you were doing, too. Advertising for young girls. We can't afford some flighty bit to be sat sitting there on her brains and tittying herself up just to squiggle a few lines.
Squiggly lines. Short hand, short house.
We have a secretary, don't we?
Oh, we have we?
We always have had, yes.
Talk about keep it dark, it's a black pudding.
What?
Where the hell does she work?
It's on the red cabbage machine.
What? Are they called Scarlett O'Hara?
No, Bertha Birtwistle. Oh, lovely hand. She has it off.
Well,
How do you know? Have you caught her red-handed?
Don't be awful. No, I mean, she writes beautiful, you know, really, with semicomas and exclamation marks and punctualitations. And...
Oh, shut up. If you ask me, Bertha's caught a dose of the writer's scrap.
Wash your mouth out. She's a clean living girl.
All I can say, Nellie, is that since our dad died, Bertha hadn't been on job.
this is supposed to be
Have you
uncut.
any idea
Why,
what this
why do
is?
you seem like something's cut?
Oh, what?
That is the pending tray. I would have brought the in tray over, but British Railways refused to do the bloody removal. We are so far behind with our correspondence, it's not true. What about this? Dear sir, regarding your inquiry for the pickle concession at the forthcoming Festival of Britain.
Oh, when is it?
I would have had no idea. I don't know when that
Miss
was.
Nellie.
Hello, what are you supposed to be? Second engineer on a bacon slicer?
Do you like it? Made me a commissar. Just to crack onto them tarts, like.
Tarts. That's his mark. No use sending maids of honour for him.
What happened to Julie Goodyear from the
There's
first
another one
episode?
outside.
What's she like?
I don't know. I can only see her shoes from under me hat.
Left hand down a bit, Stan. Sure in. I'd better just look her over, you know.
Look Look her over. Climb every mountain. Go on, Sir Edmund Hillary.
Well, like, I was wondering, like, love, if you'd, like to... Get out of it. Whether you'd like to... yes, well, have a seat, will you? Sit down there. Oh, I say, yes. Well, now, get out of it. We'll have these off for a start. We don't need those.
Yep.
It's, Miss,
Miss Moore.
Any relation to don't have any more, Mrs.
Miss Nemini Moore.
Nemini. Nemini. What a pretty name. Ah, what you gawking at?
Well, haven't you got something to put to her? I mean, ask
her a question. There's only one question I want to ask. When can you start?
Yep.
As soon as you want me.
Oh, well, that's settled then, isn't it?
Don't be so fast. Aren't you going to test her out?
What?
Yeah.
Now, in front of you.
No.
Take down the particulars.
No.
Oh, I don't have to. They're all in order.
Will be.
I don't think I've met this lady.
Well, I suppose you could call her that. Now, let me see. How is it best to describe her? Yes, she's our Miss N. Pledge.
How'd you do?
Breathing.
I thought perhaps it might be Mrs. Pledge.
Early
You
in the
mean
second
Rebel,
episode.
Can I have a word in your ear hole? In the antechamber room.
You won't?
You know, where we executioners go when there's some trouble brewing. In the parlour, you big girl's blouse.
Hold on, are they interviewing in the house?
Excuse us, Enema.
What's wrong with her?
What's wrong with her? You can tell a mile off what she is. Oh, false hair, false fingernails, and all that cascara on her eyes and those big things hanging from her ear holes.
Our Nellie's jealous. Our Nellie's jealous.
Our jelly is not Nella's. The one thing about me, all mine is my own.
That's because nobody else will have it.
I say, we are not spending our good pickling money on wages on that painted piece. What have you got to say to that?
Well, Nellie, looking at it from every angle, and I am looking at it from every angle, she starts tomorrow.
See, they need a third person on this panel.
Ah, now, where would you like
Make
it, love?
votes.
Would you like it by the window or with your back to the fire?
Well, it'd be nice here, but this is in the way.
Oh, that's our Nellie's rubber plant. Chuck it out at window.
Are you sure?
Aye, it's senile. It's sucking all the goodness out the air.
It does look a bit evil.
It strangled cat last week, did that?
Hey,
She's working from
never
their house,
know,
then.
Nix. Might I ask who's flitting? I mean, why and to where?
Nemini is flitting to into here. It's a new office.
Oh, yeah? What, in my parlour? Says who?
Says me, as joint managing director, so get knotted.
She's not bringing her bits and pieces into my parlour where my dad was lying dead.
Well, you never use it.
Well, parlours are not for using. I mean, they're for keeping
For what?
things. Not things like that, either. The funerals and when it's our turn to have them at Christmas.
All right. Like me Auntie May, who sang one chorus of I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas, not soot fell down bloody chimney.
Well, this is not an office, and she can go to the factory.
Hey, come here, the Norma Zurich. She's a private secretary, right?
Right.
She's got to have privacy, right?
Right.
That's the law, right?
Right,
1950s Act, the Parliamentary Act of 1955, right?
right.
Right. Warehouses and offices outside lavatories.
That's where she can go.
Well, he studied up on
Where?
this.
Outside lavatory. Right?
Get flushed. Come in.
Found it, Eli. That writing machine.
All right.
I've been
Typewriter.
holding down the roof of your dad's pigeon loft.
I hope he doesn't write pidgin English. It's a joke. Put it there, Bert.
Needs a clean.
Right,
Bert. Down, Bert, down. I'll stop your bones.
Right, come on, love. Let's get working. Come on. Get round there, Nemini. There we are. Now. Miss Nemini needs a chair.
Mean it?
Miss M. Pledge, would you get Nemini a chair, please?
Mr. Eli Pledge, take a double-breasted bowl of chalk and get one yourself.
Charming, isn't it, eh? Right. Sit yourself down, love.
Not very comfortable for 8 hours.
I want you to do a memo from the senior executive to all the working classes over there.
I wonder why young Eli keeps writing to us instead of coming across yard to tell us.
Well, he's got that young lady to do all his letters for him.
Oh, aye.
Waste
Now
of
he's
money.
got to have someone to write to, hasn't he?
Aye.
And we're the only people he knows. What's this about? Re-suggestion box to the person who put a suggestion in last week. Same to you, only double, signed Eli.
Now, come on, then. Hey, come on. Have you fell out with your work, have you? Get over to that beetroot.
God, she's very
You don't
strict.
expect it to jump in the jars itself, do you? You don't find me stood standing gawking at all this rubbishy things our Eli's writing on that board. What's this now? Memo to somebody who's taking these memos off the notice board. If this memo is not here when I come across the yard to read it, I'll know somebody has took it. Our Nelly. Jelly Belly.
Excuse me.
Two can play at that game.
Be nice, Eli.
Shakespeare!
God, she's going to end up having a heart attack. If you aren't enjoying this, can I please ask for a comment, subscribe on YouTube or follow on Daily Motion? That would really help me out.
Hey there.
Thank you to all that have.
Oh, you're there. Excuse me, but if it's not too much trouble and it won't sprain you too much, take too much of a time up, and when you've stopped tittying your hair up, could you do some secretarying for me?
But Mr. Pledge has taken me to lunch.
Ooh. First of all, you take over my parlour, and then it's
What's she doing?
free dinners, eh?
It should match the wallpaper.
Get rid. Go on. Now, you understand English, I take it? Put a big piece in, because I want this thing to tell our Eli a memo. I mean, Mr. Eli Pledge.
Charming man.
Is it?
Yes, I'm sure you would think he's an illegitimate bachelor.
Strange he hasn't married yet.
Well, the one he marries, you know, we'd have to carry him over the threshold every night. Still, that wouldn't be too much for you, would it?
I think he's getting to the age when he'd like to settle down.
Oh, what makes you think that?
Just a look he has in his eyes.
Well, I've never seen him lately.
Sometimes his eyes remind me of Christopher Plummer's when he was proposing to Julie Andrews in The Sound of Music.
Really?
They look more to me like the hound in The Hound of the Baskerville.
I'm gonna guess she's not got her job by the end of this episode then.
Now, did you enjoy that, love?
Oh, Eli, it was really super.
Do you think so?
You do handle yourself well in restaurants. It's the little touches, like when you told them off for not pouring the lager out of basket.
Oh, they've no idea. Did you like the sweet?
Delicious. What was it called?
La noisette à tour de Paris, alamet campari du pan.
Which means...
What was it?
Treacle pudding.
Oh, that for that.
They always finish off with that in France, you know, yes. But if you like that, you'll love this club tonight. They've got the most marvellous cook. He was the head chef with the Nassis.
Aristotle Onassis? That Greek with the big yacht?
No, Fred Onassis, he's got a black pudding stall in Accrington.
She's back. Never mind, love, I can see us in that club tonight.
It seems like she'll
in
never
a corner
gone.
cubicle away from the madding crowd. Ah, yes. Wonderful with you beside me in the wilderness. and only the song of a bird. You know where that came from, don't you?
No.
The Rubaiyat of Omar Sharif.
Go where that came from. Have you had your dinner, Al? Because it's nearly tea time.
Well, I am not a 9 to 5 man.
No, you're not even a 9 to 9:30 man. Are we having a board meeting or are we not?
We are.
Well, all right then. Stop playing with your gonga and get cracking.
Need more than 2 people for a
No,
board
not
meeting.
from nothing, you, and even that bit you forgot. At every board meeting, you're supposed to have a thing called a gavel.
A gravel? What's that?
A gavel. It's a little hammer thing, isn't it, Nemini? And you bring the board meeting to order with it.
You tried to tell me that a gentleman like Cecil Lord goes around with a little hammer, hammering at board meetings. You think I came up the Irwell on the first Winkle barge?
Winkle
No,
barge?
I think you came up on the bloody Noah's Ark. You've got to do things proper. I haven't got a gavel, so I'm using my little gonga.
Yes, well, all right then, Michael Miles, get gone with it. Right, I vote she gets the sack. All in favour say aye. Aye. Now, I'll beat you to it.
Point of order. You're at a board meeting, not track 1 at White City.
That's you. That's you, always were a bad loser. Oh, even when we were kids and I beat you at draft, you cried your eyes out.
Point of order. What about me dad, when he beat you at Snakes and Ladders? What did you do? You ran out the house and shouted through letterbox to him, bomb!
That's not right. Strike that out the record.
We'll have the minutes of the last meeting.
What minutes?
Oh, the minutes of the last meeting me dad wrote. Bert's bringing them over now. Come in.
I think this is the book you wanted, Eli.
All right. Where'd you find it?
I found it in the...
Did you really?
Huh?
He says there might be a few pages missing. All right, Bert, you can off it. This book is highly confidential.
Oh, that's all right, Eli. They say it's very boring anyway.
What do you want, Lady Chatterley's lover?
Now, the minutes of the last meeting. May the 10th, 1926. Bloody hell. Well, anyway, it says here, in accordance with the general strike that's not... Get out of it. In accordance with the general strike that's now going on, Pledges Pure of Pickles have decided the government is wrong in having all these lockouts and should have had lock-ins.
My dad knew politics. He could have been a mason.
And it says, hey, we can't have a board meeting.
Why not?
Well, it's the way he ends up. I, Joshua Pledge, being of unsound mind, and I'm going to wind the company up, and so, to all my shareholders...
How did they put that in there?
What do you mean?
It means what it says it means. And he's underlined it twice.
And I swallowed it twice. I don't understand.
No, you wouldn't, would you? It means that we can't have a board meeting, we're out of order, Nemini stays.
You knew this all the time, didn't you? You snake in the wood pile.
Don't blame me, blame him up there.
Oh, I'll get you for this, me dad. What are you doing? Why couldn't you rewind the company instead of leaving me all alone and out of order?
They could
Hey, you
always
want to be careful,
reinstate
he'll
them.
come down and shout bum through your letterbox.
That's when you know.
Must have been K-eyed when you made this, you know. Like where you were when you made that will as well.
Steady on, Nellie.
I'm not stopping with you for another 5 years. Do you hear me? For another 5 years without any money.
What? You mean he's got no money?
Oh, take the notes of her. She's rambling. She's got hot flushes. My credit's good.
Oh, that's you. Do it now, pay later. 5 years later.
You didn't tell me that.
No, perhaps they didn't tell you a lot of things. I mean, who gets him gets me as well. We've
Lucky
got to
them.
live together for 5 years. That's right. Yeah, that's how he made his will. God forgive him.
And last
I
time
doubt
looking
if they've
low.
ever met.
Is it possible?
Hey, you're not going, are you?
You don't think I'd stop here because of the working conditions, do you?
Oh,
Gold
push off.
digger.
Nellie, you don't think she wanted me just for my money, do you?
Oh, no. No, I think she wanted you for your body.
Do you really?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure of it, really, because only this morning she said he's got the body of an 18-year-old.
I'm talking about him.
Pony.
you, I don't know. 400 quid's worth of new equipment, and I didn't even get a nibble.
Hi, somebody else?
I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I can't make it work.
Don't worry. I got you somebody.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, I think we ought to have a secretary with all this paperwork, you know. All those betting slips to make out and those parking offences to answer.
She got that really
Do you
rough
really
one.
mean it, Anneli? Can I have a secretary, Anneli? Can I, Anneli?
Yeah, I got one this morning. Yeah, signed on for a year. Should be here by now. It's 1:45. Oh, I must get a little hand put on this watch. Come in. Oh,
Where's
there
the
you
man?
are, Willoughby.
Willoughby?
Take a seat, Willoughby.
Wait, meant to kiss him then.
Take a memo.
Memo.
Dear our Eli. How about that then?
Yes, I think that suffered from the 4th episode curse. It tends to happen with a lot of shows for some reason. The previous 3 are really good, the 4th one not that good. I mean, that one didn't have really as many big laughs in as all the others. I'm hoping it doesn't have that 5th episode step up what it has to do. It's just slightly better. Hopefully it gets back on form. I apologise if this is your first one, you probably won't come back to another one. Go back to the other ones, they're a lot better. Sign out. So, as you guessed by what I said in the credits, that one wasn't so good, wasn't the best episode. I do hope it steps up for the next 2, because the next one is the penultimate episode of Series 1, and then obviously the final. It will take a break for a while. I don't think this will be going on the Friday shows when it keeps coming back. This is one of those that will keep coming back now and again. What I'm going to try to do is make my worst viewed shows, because my worst viewed shows now doesn't mean that there will be 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line. I'm always looking for the long term in doing this. I don't chase trends or anything like that. I don't really like doing that because it's just going to change your channel all over the place. So yes, I do stick to the long forms. So this may just be a Wednesday show, and I may stick the Wednesday shows on and I may stick shows in the Wednesday slots for those that don't really do that well. If they start doing well, they could get upgraded to the Friday, but as of right now I don't know. So Monday is Daily Motion Day. I don't know which ones yet, if they're the long running ones or these changeover ones. Tuesday will be Prisoner Cell Block H. Wednesday will be YouTube shows that change over after every series. Thursday may be long running Daily Motion shows. Like I say, I'm unsure yet of which slot them in yet. Friday will be long running shows for YouTube. Saturday Prisoner, because that has to go twice weekly due to the fact that there's so many episodes. And then Sunday it will be another changeover day for YouTube, because I don't want to put 2 Daily Motion shows together, so that's how it might go. So with that, I'm still not entirely sure yet. I'm still working things out as of recording this. It's only November 2023. With that, I'm sorry that went on. It's plans that I've got. I don't know exactly how they're working yet. I just know that they're planned. I can't really sort them out until they've started happening, and then I can go full force into it. But as of now, I can only make the skeletal plans of what they are. So if you haven't subscribed or followed to me so far, could I please ask you to do so? It would really help me out. And if you have, thank you ever so much. You are helping me out, you honestly are. And to my Patreon members and Buy Me a Coffee members, who all get exclusive shows that cannot get on YouTube and Daily Motion, and also the ad-free and uncensored shows that can get on YouTube and Daily Motion, early access, a month at least. It is you that is bringing the content to me that allows me to bring the content straight back to you. Thank you all ever so much. I love you lots, no matter what tier you are. So with that, I shall sign out now and move over to the next one and hope to see you there. Goodbye.